Hey, what's going on guys? Culture from Aidgentic here, and in this video I want to show you a really cool automation infrastructure that we've built out to help new companies with their sales process. So this can be used really with companies of any size, but what it does is it does the end-to-end work of getting leads and then converting them. So the first aspect of this automation is really scraping leads and figuring out who's in your market. The second part is then enriching those leads, figuring out things about the company, about the prospect that you're going to be reaching out to, and then putting all of those together in a sales cheat sheet, and from that drafting up a sequence of emails that you can use to convert the lead based on their particular profile. So now with all that being said, I'm going to just begin this automation because it takes a while to run, and from there I'll talk you through exactly what is happening. So right now I just typed in San Antonio, Texas, and this particular use case is that we're helping out a company that specializes in finding the best loans for a new homeowner, for a borrower. What we're doing here is scraping yellow pages for real estate agent listings, and from there we are taking the information of the listings that have websites attached and enriching those. So as you can see, the automation is running here. There's some that are filtering out, there's some that are going through. All right, while this runs, I'll also walk you through some of the output of a previous one. Here's some of the Austin output. So what we're doing with the first scrape is collecting all of this information here. So let me just minimize these tabs so that it's easier to see. All right, perfect. So what we're able to do right now is to scrape the company name as well as the website and email points of contact. And then from there, you're able to feed that information into an LLM step, which is able to do things like create a SWOT analysis, parse out quotes, find key takeaways about the company that a sales rep could use as a sales autopilot. And then here are some emails that we had AI spin up. These are pretty general because we're not doing targeted outreach yet. We're just kind of showing Fincast a proof of concept that we are able to collect these leads that are unsaturated and then to collect information on them, enriching them, and to draft follow-ups. So we also have versions of this scenario that can actually draft up a sequence of emails around the company that are tailored to a specific format, and then we can send out through a platform like Instantly or MailChimp, kind of on a set schedule. So what do we think of this email? Boost your Houston real estate edge with AI. Not bad. Linda, congratulations on your 10th consecutive year in the top 1% of Houston realtors. Very specific. Your commitment to innovative marketing strategies aligns perfectly with Fincast's AI-driven mortgage solutions. I like it. We can help agents like you do all of these. Can we schedule a quick call to discuss how Fincast can complement your award-winning services? So this looks perfect. If you wanted to do different value props, like maybe suggest checking out a lead magnet or some other resource, you could also tailor the emails to fit that. This was just kind of a quick demonstration of what the emails can do. And now going back to our automation, looks like the real estate for San Antonio is done. This is how many we got left. So about 10 leads. We have a few emails for each one. This is great if we want to follow up with multiple emails just in case some are out of order. And these are emails from the site too. So pretty good stuff. Now moving on to the second part of the automation. All we need to do is move it to this section. It could also be strung together and done in one step, but a step here that's usually pretty good is to clean the emails by putting them into a service like Phantom Buster. That way you can see if some emails are undeliverable, because if you're sending to emails that are undeliverable, that'll lower your sender score on email platforms. So you really want to make sure that the leads you're reaching out to are clean. Now let's just begin by running this automation. Now I can talk through what exactly is happening on the first part of it. We can go through each of the modules and then review what's happening in the second part. So in this, we set the location variable. This was San Antonio. From there, we looked up the Yellow Pages location in San Antonio. This gets all of the pulled information from that Yellow Pages. So here we have what it's actually scraping. And it's pulling information. Some of these do have a website attached to them, some of them don't. If they do have a website, then they move on to the next step. From there, we have a second scraper that looks for emails on the website, and we're able to aggregate all of those emails into an array of text. From there, we're able to feed that into Claude LLM to see which emails are valid, which one should actually be sent, and then that all gets put into JSON format. And then from there, that JSON format gets converted into something that can be put into Google Sheets, just like this. Oh, and there we go. We had the first set of information come through. So here's the short, medium, and long email as well as the profile. Let's just check how everything is looking. DH Realty Partners, market positioning, they're a well-established commercial real estate firm with over 56 years of experience. Wow, long time people serving in the market. Extensive industry experience, seems like a great fit for Fincast. And then there's also quotes about them from their site. their commitment to your success is unwavering. We understand that commercial real estate is complex and dynamic, and they're dedicated to helping navigate their intricacies. So very customer focused, it sounds like. Ooh, but then there is a negative comment that we were able to pull from Yelp. So not everything is great, but that's also kind of the beauty of quotes. If you are reaching out to a company, maybe you don't always want to talk about the positive. Maybe you want to mention areas where they could improve and how your services could help them. So there's some key takeaways that a sales agent could use when reaching out to them, or in this case, Fincast could use when saying, hey, this is what your values are, here's what we do, maybe we can help in this way. And Fincast is a free service, so it's really just kind of a no-brainer for real estate agents to adopt that into their repertoire and really act kind of as a fiduciary for the home buyers that they're working with to make sure that they get the best deal. This is kind of a random aside, but one really cool thing I heard when speaking with Fincast founder was that some of their initial customers have saved tens of thousands of dollars on their initial loan. What Fincast is a marketplace that sets qualified lenders with first-time home buyers, so the lenders compete to give the best deal. And this really puts a lot of power back into the hands of borrowers. I think it's a fantastic service, especially just kind of helping out the little guy instead of larger corporations. From there, we can see that the primary contact is info@DHRP, not really the ideal email to reach out to, but some of them are better than others. Anyway, in that case, even if there is no individual email, we can still say hello as the leader of this. We see you understand the value of innovation. We can help you with a mortgage shopping platform and help you to bring more value to your clients. Cool stuff. And then best regards, Ben from Fincast. Cool. And then let's double click on the long email because I think that one's kind of interesting too. We're able to outline a challenge solution framework. We're able to share some of the ways that we're going to help. And again, this can be changed based on whatever you want. When prompting this long email, we gave a lot of leeway so that it could test different formats. And then from there, we'd be able to see what's working, what's not. But if your company has pretty strict guidelines in terms of outreach, you can also have email templates that have sections that are able to be filled in by AI instead of writing the entire email by AI. We did put a few guardrails on this, but for the most part, it is pretty dynamic in how it's generating. So that's another extensibility use case, making your emails more specific. All right, now while we're here, I also want to show another use case. These are contacts that we're actually reaching out to, and we were able to set up an email sequence. So we get subject line and email, subject line and email, subject line and email. And we were a little bit more tailored with the prompting to get these emails generated. So the first one, hi Antonio, I came across your sustainable, impressive work in sustainable food distribution. So this is very tailored, as you can see, with your 260,000 square feet of storage space. And then the second one was a medium length email. Wanted to follow up. Given your focus on sustainability and traceability, I thought you might be interested in this. For instance, we could do this. Additionally, we could do this. And then we have the email signature with a meeting booking link, and we send this out through instantly. All of this can be generated on autopilot. It's a really cool way to add personalization to your emails and to just improve the response rate substantially. And now back to our automation, we can see that it is still running. These things generally take quite a bit of time. Here we have Fincast second section. So it's a well-established multi-generational real estate firm. I've worked with them many times and they performed a number of services. The results were reliable. So this is really great to just kind of hear positive feedback that we can throw into our emails and say, wow, we see that the VP of Home Depot really likes working with you. That's great. Maybe we could extend that offering through like a collaboration with Fincast so you can bring a better deal to your clients. So I think it is really exciting how these fields just kind of populate by themselves right now. They're just kind of filling out as we go. And I just wanted to show you this automation to get you really thinking about how this could be applied to your own business. Maybe you need leads that aren't saturated. Maybe you want to enrich your leads more effectively so that your sales agents can reach out in a more tailored way. Maybe you want to scrap all of that entirely and just get leads on autopilot by setting up the system so it scrapes the leads, enriches them, and then sends out tailored emails, and all you need to do is close the deals by going after the meetings booked. This type of automation can also add steps in where you qualify the leads, seeing if their company size is big enough, and also figuring out if the emails are great on deliverability or not. So as you can see, there's a lot of really cool things going on here. Finally, I'm going to walk you through each of the steps on this bottom part of the make.com automation. So right now what is happening is it's looking in the sheet, it's seeing the website as well as the company, taking all those as variables and then running it through Apify. Apify is pulling up all of the websites on Google search around specific categories such as company name press, company name reviews, company name news, just company name about us, putting that all into an array, and then Claude is going to analyze all of those websites and find the ones most relevant to our criteria. So in this case, we are looking for press around the company, about us around the company, what have you. From there, it's going to run through each of those websites in Perplexity to find out information that it'll put together in a sort of analysis that our LLMs can use later. From there, each of the websites for a company is put into an array, and that array is then fed into Claude and gives the basis for the company overview and the quotes and the key takeaways. So all of that information is done on that LLM step. From there, we move on to the next LLM step, which is the email follow-ups, where we have steps of how it's going to be analyzing some of that information, and this is how it's output in JSON format, because from there we can take that and feed it into a service like Instantly very easily. So there you have it. This is our full automation flow. Feel free to use any of that, or feel free to get in contact with me if you want a use case built for your own company. Again, I think the applications for this are enormous. Fincast isn't only trying to reach out to real estate agents, they're also trying to reach out to press, and this could be a great way to just get press coverage by reaching out to journalists who are interested in writing about Fincast or who've maybe written about similar companies in the past. You could automate the process of getting their information and then reaching out to them in a tailored way based on what they've talked about before and how Fincast could help to fill that need. So I hope you found this video fascinating. I hope that you can use some of this in your own company. Maybe you want to build these automations yourself, but also maybe you want some experts to help build it out for you and to figure out where best it could fit into your existing workflows. If that's the case, make sure to reach out to me at aidgentic.com, or you can just message me directly and I'd be happy to get in touch and figure out how AI solutions could best fit into your existing company flows. Right now at Aidgentic, we're also trying to tie our value to direct ROI. So we'd be happy to collect you a list of leads, enrich them, and then convert them. And you'd only need to pay us based on how many deals you actually close from the leads and email follow-ups that we generated for you. Anyway, I know I talked a ton in this video, but thanks so much for watching. I hope you gained a lot of value from this and some clarity on how AI might be able to help your existing workflows and frameworks. If you have any questions or there's any other way that I can help, please feel free to get in touch, because I always enjoy talking to business owners and figuring out ways that we can improve their business and help them to grow and scale faster. All right, that's all for this one. I'll catch you in the next video.